Oh my god, please be my shade. Hey guys, it's Sarah. Welcome back to my channel, or welcome if you're new. For today's video, I'm going to be reviewing this viral Colorescience Sun Forgettable Total Protection Face Shield Flex. This is the tinted sunscreen that's been going around on TikTok for having such good coverage that you don't need to wear foundation with it. Also too, a lot of people have been saying that it's color changing. One correction that should be made on that, it is not actually color changing. There are shades that you have to pick from, and the pigment is already inside the sunscreen. It starts out white, but there are pigment molecules that break up as you rub it in. So I just wanted to make that distinction because a lot of people are under the impression that it magically changes to the perfect color of your skin tone, which is entirely not true. So I wanted to establish that that is not an expectation that we are doing in this video. But before I dive into this review, I just want to welcome you if you're new to my channel. I create content on fashion, beauty, and lifestyle, and I would love it if you would subscribe and hit the notification bell. And then of course, don't forget to like this video if you would like to see more reviews and beauty content from me, and also make sure to leave a comment down below. Let me know if you've tried the sunscreen and what your thoughts on it are, or if you've been wanting to try it, or if there is a different tinted sunscreen that you recommend. But anyways, I purchased mine off of Amazon, and on Amazon I believe that it's same-day delivery. This sunscreen is definitely a little bit on the pricier side. I believe it was like $54, $55. But at the time of me purchasing this, Amazon did have a discount code for this sunscreen, so I think I ended up paying somewhere around $40 for it. But it did come same day, which is nice if you need this in a hurry. I got mine a few days ago, so that part didn't really matter to me. And as I mentioned in the intro, this does have a shade range. It doesn't just magically transform into your perfect color. There is already color built in this. Now the color may vary a little bit since it is technically more of a tint versus a foundation color. So your actual skin color may show through a little bit and affect the shade that's already in here. But this sunscreen claims to protect you from UVA and UVB rays, pollution, and blue light. It also says that it's tone adapting. And again, like I said, color's already built in, but some of your natural skin color is going to show through. So that can make it deepen or look a little bit lighter, but it's not going to be a huge range. And then this also is a buildable coverage. So a lot of girls have been saying that the coverage on this is so good that they don't even need to wear foundation. Like, it completely replaces foundation for them. So we'll test that out and see how it is. I personally am more of a natural finish, medium coverage foundation girl. I have oily skin and I am on the tanner side. So in general, especially right now because we're in the middle of summer, you guys can see I'm very tan. I try to keep my face out of the sun, or at least wear sunscreen. So my face tends to be a little bit lighter, but I do like to match my body. But in the summertime, especially if I'm in between shades, I like to lean a little bit on the darker side. And for that reason, I did get tan. I was trying to go back and forth between medium and tan, and I decided to go with tan just because I figured since it's summer and I'm already darker right now, it's probably better to go with the darker shade. But it is confusing on their website because between the medium and tan, they look like they claim to fit a huge range of shades. So it was very, very hard to determine which one was going to be the correct one. So hopefully the tan works out for me, but we'll see. And also hopefully for those of you trying to decide between medium and tan, if you have a similar skin tone to mine, this will be helpful. And then also too, this does say it's a natural finish and it is 50 SPF broad spectrum sunscreen. So that's great. You're definitely going to get good protection with this. And then it also says that it is sweat and water resistant for up to 40 minutes, which is wonderful because I am actually already sweating. Like, I'm roasting. So I'm going to take a break from being in here to go do my brows. I need to do my brows before I lay down any type of base, just because my brow products will lift whatever base I'm wearing, and then I'll end up with like lighter patches right here. So I'm gonna go into the AC and do that, and then once my brows are done, we will come back and test out the sunscreen. Okay, brows are done. I recently discovered that my brow pomade will not set if it's hot and humid where I'm doing my makeup. So whenever I do my brows, I have to transfer into the bedroom and literally do my brows in there, then like sit in front of the AC until my brows set right now because it's so hot at this point of the year. And also this bathroom has like no ventilation, so it just gets like really, really bad in here, especially when I have a filming light on. But anyways, no one asked for that. Let's go ahead and prime the skin. I'm gonna go in with my everyday primer. This is the Nude Sticks Blot and Blur Matte Stick. I am so sad. I really miss the Milk Makeup blur stick, but I'm talking about like the classic one. They redid it and it's got like some extra stuff in it, and I tried it. I didn't really like it. I'm sticking with this one. This one just runs out really fast, but I do like this one a lot. So just applying it as a nice base just to kind of like smooth out my skin and also mattify me since I am oily. I don't know where all of my clips went, so I've been basic lately, so we're not gonna say anything about this. I got it as a gift. I don't hate these. These are really cute. I just feel like they just got such a bad rap because everyone was using them. But anyways, let's go ahead and unbox this. So this is formulated with their exclusive EnviroScreen technology, which means it's a lightweight daily sunscreen that provides all mineral active protection. Oh, that's nice. I like the fact that it's mineral protection from environmental aggressors. So just for reference, the tinted sunscreen that I use right now, and I kind of use it as my base most days, like if I'm just doing like a very light face, I've been using the tinted live or live tinted. I don't know what order that's supposed to go in. It's the HueGuard tint. This one is also a mineral sunscreen, SPF 50, and I wear shade 6, I think. Yeah, shade 6. This one, I really, really love the shade on me, but it isn't exactly, not even medium coverage. It's just like a very sheer coverage, which I don't mind, but I have been wanting something with a little bit more coverage, so I'm hoping that this one is a winner. I don't know if I'm supposed to shake it, but we're gonna shake it. It says dispense onto fingertips and rub gently to activate pigments, and then as the shade begins to develop, apply to a moisturized face and continue to blend for even coverage. Allow 1 to 2 minutes for the shade to adjust completely to your skin tone. So actually then that means I think a lot of people have been applying this wrong. A lot of people put it directly onto their face and then like rub it in from there. So I'm gonna try it the way that it says to. Put some in my hand onto my fingers. So here's what it looks like. Like it looks white, but I don't know if the camera's gonna pick it up. In person, you can see there are little micro pigments in here, and then as I rub it, you can see it's changing colors. Oh, I think the tan's gonna work. Yeah, tan should be good. I'm glad I went with it. So they said once the color starts to develop, then you can apply it. So I'm gonna do half my face and then we'll compare. But oh, I actually like that coverage. I can see how it's buildable. So definitely when you're just doing a first layer, it's more of a medium coverage. Oh my God, this color match is perfect. Oh, thank God. Oh, I was very, very nervous about this. So this side has it, this side doesn't. You guys can see one layer. It's definitely more of a natural finish, medium coverage, which I like. This is like what I would like for daily. Let's go ahead and do a second layer. I want to see how buildable it really is. So I'm gonna do the same thing, apply it the way that it is on the instructions, and then we'll do the other side a little bit different because I'm just curious, but okay. Oh yeah, no, that's building. Oh my God, this finish is so pretty. Stop. I was nervous because like a lot of girls on TikTok looked kind of oily when they applied it, not to like their shade or anything. It wasn't their fault. It was just this looked oily, but I don't know if it's because of my primer, but it's nowhere near as shiny and oily as I thought it was gonna be. It's not like matte. Even though I'm oily, I'm not into a matte finish. I do want a little bit of glow, and I feel like this like leaves the right amount. Oh yeah, that coverage is nice. The tan is perfect. I think I even would be tan in the winter, so definitely glad I went with that. I watched so many TikToks of girls with like medium to tan skin tones to try to determine. Very happy with that. All right, for the other side, we're gonna do it completely not how they say to do it, just because I'm curious if this method will make a difference at all, but I'm gonna apply it with a brush. So where is my foundation brush? Okay, here's my foundation brush. This is the Sephora number 70. Just gonna wipe off in case there's any leftover or excess foundation. I'm gonna apply this directly onto the skin, just like so. That was a lot, but that's fine because I have 2 layers on this side. And then we're just gonna kind of activate the pigments first and then work it in. I feel like it's more coverage with the brush, but I also did use more product, so like, I mean, fair. Drag it down. I'm blown away by the color match on this. Oh, I'm so relieved. Although for summer, just because of my body, I might add, next time I use this, a little bit of these e.l.f. bronzing drops. I really like this. I actually add it to the tinted live sunscreen a lot, just to like give me a little bit more depth because I'm so tan right now. Still, the color match on this is not too bad. I just prefer my foundations a little bit darker, like I said, just to match myself. But the other thing too that I was worried about on this was that it was gonna pull too warm, and it's not, because some people had said that it pulled orange on them, so that made me a little bit nervous, but I don't feel like it's doing that at all. I'm just gonna do a little bit more. I feel like on the second pass through with the brush, it ate some of the product. I'm just gonna do it with my fingers, yeah. Let's do that. Okay, yes, love this coverage. Look at my skin, it looks so good. It doesn't look cakey or anything too, which is What's nice about doing a tinted sunscreen, you don't get that look where it looks like you can like scrape off the base. But yeah, really loving this. So let's go ahead and build on it. I'm filming a bunch of content today, obviously this content included, and I also need to take Leo on a walk and do a bunch of stuff around the house. So we'll definitely test this out, like the wearability and the longevity of the coverage. I'm testing out with the Tarte Shape Tape, and I'm also going to use the e.l.f. Halo Glow Wand in contour. So we'll see how it blends with other products. It's getting so hot in here right now. I'm like, air it out. Blending in the contour. Okay, the contour blends really nicely into here. It's not separating or anything like that. It's actually like working into the sunscreen and the product. I wasn't sure if it was gonna end up like sitting on top or what, but it seems to blend really seamlessly with the contour product. Wow, the more that this like settles into my skin, the more I really like it. Like, it looks so pretty and natural, but me just knowing what my skin looks like, I know that it's like giving good coverage. And then concealer. Oh, that was way too much concealer on my chin. I'm just gonna blend it. Whatever's left over on the contour brush, try to even it back out. Then on the under eyes, just setting quickly. It's blending with the concealer very nicely as well, not sitting on top of it or separating or anything like that. So yeah, especially once you put concealer and contour over top, it really is like really good coverage. So all together on this face, it's looking very lovely. Since I am an oily girl and I'm gonna be on camera, I am gonna go ahead and powder it though, because filming lights, they make things really hot, you guys. Shout out to the content creators who are still filming with their lights in the summer. We are suffering. And then last base product, I just want to test it out with. I'm gonna use this Flawless Beauty cream blush. This is in the color Starburst. It's a nice peachy color. And just apply that right over top. Very pretty. Again, not separating or getting patchy or anything. It's blending seamlessly, sinking into that base for a nice seamless look. So very happy with that. This has also given the sunscreen enough time to like settle and fully develop, because it said the color would keep developing after like a minute or two. And yeah, still the color, coverage, all of it, I'm very happy with it. I feel like this is gonna end up becoming my go-to, especially once I add in the bronzing drops. But I'm gonna finish up the rest of my face and I'll show you guys the finished look, and then we will wear this throughout the day and test it and see how it holds up. All right, we are back and here is the finished face. Still absolutely loving the finish on the sunscreen as my base. And then one advantage that I realized as I was doing my makeup and I started sweating in here and getting super hot, since the sunscreen is sweat and waterproof, when I was sweating while I was doing my makeup, it wasn't disturbing the base. So that is a huge advantage of switching to a sweat/waterproof tinted sunscreen in the summertime as your base, because it won't get disturbed by that. So that's definitely something that I'm really loving about this. But yeah, I'm just loving how even the coverage is. Again, I'm floored by the color match on this for me. I don't know how it's gonna be for everyone, but the tan definitely worked out really well for my skin tone. And I also really love how seamlessly it blended with my other products. So overall, definitely liking this. It's definitely looking like this is gonna be a daily go-to for me. But one thing that I did want to share that a lot of people mentioned, I haven't noticed it yet, but I'm sure I will once I change for my next video. This base does transfer, so know that. So if you're gonna wear like a lighter colored outfit, I would say to apply this afterwards just to be safe. But I mean, in general, most foundations, skin tints, all of that do transfer. So that's not very different from a lot of other products, but I thought I definitely should note it. Anyways, it is currently about 4 o'clock. I'm gonna get going on filming, getting under the lights, walking Leo, going about my day, all of that stuff. And then we'll check in periodically and see how the sunscreen is holding up as my base. It's currently about 6:30 and I've been filming back-to-back videos for the last couple of hours. Been underneath the lights. I still have a light on me right now, but here is what the sunscreen looks like. This being sweat-proof and waterproof really works out. Like, yes, I'm shiny because I'm sweating, but like it's not breaking up or anything. It looks like skin too, which is really nice. But yeah, definitely loving it. I was also scared that it might start getting patchy and stuff as I was sweating, but it definitely hasn't. If you're looking at any of these, that's just my eczema. Nothing is covering that up, and it was like that even when it was fresh. But yeah, it's definitely looking good, and the fact that it survived through 2 hours underneath filming lights, that's a win. It's about 8 o'clock, so we're like 4-ish hours in or so, and still holding up strong. Like, this sunscreen still looks so good on the skin. There's no like makeup breaking up or anything. It still looks really seamless, especially for the fact that I got back from a walk with Leo about 45 minutes ago and it was so hot. I was sweating the whole shebang, and this tinted sunscreen is still holding up. All right, folks, end of the night. I'm in my jammies. I meant to take my makeup off around 10, but it's midnight, or actually like 12:30. So I've had this makeup on for about 8 hours at this point, and I think that the tinted sunscreen has definitely faded off. I definitely don't have as much coverage as I had before, but what I did like about it, I feel like never at any point did it start to look like it was getting patchy as it faded off. I'm sure you guys know how that is. Like, there's a lot of foundations where it like starts to wear off in like one place or the other, so your makeup starts to look uneven. This one just all kind of like faded off together, which again, I think it did that just because of the nature of sunscreen versus an actual foundation. So I really liked the way that it wore off, but overall, really love this sunscreen. Definitely gonna use this tomorrow. I go into the office, and I'm for sure gonna reach for this one when I'm getting ready. But anyways, that is gonna be it for today's video. I hope you guys enjoyed this review. If you guys have any other questions that I may not have answered about my experience with the Colorescience tinted sunscreen, feel free to ask me in the comment section down below. Also, don't forget to like this video and subscribe if you are new, and I love you. Thank you again for watching. I will see you very soon again in my next video. Bye.